Hi, I'm Maureen, the Mandala Lady, and I'm here to talk about doodle mandalas. In a nutshell, it's an opportunity to dig deep within to receive answers to whatever questions or issues that are going on in our lives. Here's one I did just yesterday, and the way to approach this is to set an intention of what it is that you need an answer to or insight or whatever. So for this one, for me, issues of trust came up, trust with me personally, that I wanted to explore to see what information I can gain from it. So then what I did is I drew a circle, and then with a black pen, which I don't have, oh yeah, here's one, with a regular old black pen, I, in one line, just did a continuous doodle until it felt like, okay, I did enough. And then from then on, I proceeded to just color in section by section. And in this case, I also added some texture, just playing. It felt like I needed to put texture in there. And as I was coloring it, I was asking questions of myself. And in the lower left here, I decided to put down what I felt were my issues about trust. And so one of the first things I kind of said, carried on this conversation inside my head as I was coloring. One of the first things I said is, I never thought of myself as having trust issues. And immediately I heard in my head, your fear tells me otherwise. So that was some part of me that's letting me know that, yeah, you have trust issues. And other things that came up, and because I have that trust issues, I have a tendency to be controlling because I want to make sure things, because I don't trust people to do what I think they're supposed to be doing. So I make sure that they do. So henceforth, I become controlling. And the biggest issue is really trusting myself, and that I don't trust my abilities. I don't trust that I'll be able to make anything that's halfway decent to look at, or I trust myself to not make a mistake, and some other things that I won't do what I say I'm going to do. And anyway, as each one came up, as I was aware, and I would get lost in the coloring, and then I would say, oh yeah, let's go back to what's this trust issue? Is what else can I bring up that I think might be related to this trust issue? And as each one came up, I usually got a reciprocal or an answer or reply. And some of the things that came up were, be present. So what? That's a big one, and I'm going to be delving more into the so what in another posting. Everything, that everything is in our best interest, no matter what it is, no matter how it looks at this moment. To trust that it's a mystery. Just move on to the next thing. Seek guidance when there are trust issues, and that can be either talk to other people, or one I like to do is connect with the Holy Spirit and say, Holy Spirit, help me see this differently. So seeking guidance, and also setting an intention. Like if you're concerned about a situation not turning out the way you wanted to, set an intention. Like, for instance, this morning I had a bunch of things to do before I could get to my a doctor's appointment that was at 9:30, and I didn't think I was going to get it all done. And I thought, okay, let's play this trust intention thing. So I trust that I'm going to make it to my appointment in perfect time. And I pulled into the parking lot of my appointment at 9:29, 1 minute before my appointment. So that's what I mean by setting an intention, that trust that it'll all work out the way it needs to, and trust that you'll be able to handle whatever comes up. And I think probably the most important one here, and it's probably written the smallest, is be kind to yourself. So anyway, when you do these doodle mandalas, it's not, the tendency is to think, oh, you got to create a work of art. It's not about that. If you like it when it's done, great. Otherwise, it's more about using the process of coloring to tap into another part of yourself and your subconscious, mainly because our subconscious talks to us via images. So as you're coloring, drawing, whatever, insights will come to you. And when you're done, Yeah, oh, I have to share one thing. The one trusting about, trust that I won't make a mistake. So I was about 99% done, and I was working my way. I was pretty much in the middle, working up and around, and then this area was the last area that I colored in. And I didn't realize it, but the black gel pen ink that I was using was still wet, so my hand hit it. And then, so I don't know if you can see there, I messed it up. So I can't even trust myself. But that's okay. I needed that as a reminder to, yeah, just work on trusting that the next time I will be more careful and pay attention. I even got some in here, but I went in and kind of changed the color a little bit to kind of hide it. So anyway, have fun with it. Think of it as an inexpensive therapy session. You're having a conversation with yourself and you're playing at the same time. Take care. Bye-bye. Happy coloring.